Tony, it's lovely to have you back with us again, and amazing this has come round again. Just for those that don't know, just remind us how this all started and who's sort of involved with this.
Okay, sadly 3 years ago, John O'Gollo passed away suddenly. He was an upstanding member of the community. He worked at Aston International with us, and part-time he was a music promoter. He brought bands over to the Isle of Man, and he was also involved in helping local musicians as well. He'd often get local bands supporting the acts he brought over. So
He did. I mean, I was one of those people that benefited from that in various different ways. He was just a wonderful person and one of those people that we will all remember extremely fondly. And it was a really tragic loss when we did lose him quite unexpectedly. And you've brought this poster in with wonderful photos of him as well, because he's in these photos, he's wearing his very famous Bushy's Big Wheel Blues T-shirt, because he was hugely instrumental in the Big Wheel Blues Festival as well, wasn't he? And T-shirts is what we're talking about. So the idea came about, didn't it, to remember him in a way by also raising money through this for Soundcheck, because he was on the board of Soundcheck, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we come up with this idea 3 years ago. How do we not forget Jono? Let's remind everybody what he did. So we came up with the idea, fairly simple: wear a band T-shirt for work day, which is something Jono was involved in. Everyone can get involved in this. All as you do, you pay £1 either to your company, who'll bring it to us at Aston International, or you can go to the Facebook page, John O'Gollo, wear your old band T-shirt to work day, and there's a link there to a Just Giving page. You can make a donation there, and all the money raised will go to Soundcheck,
which is an excellent charity. And they support a lot of young musicians, and they work tirelessly in the community in that respect as well. And again, as we said, Jono, very instrumental in setting them up. And you are wearing a band T-shirt. Tell us what you're wearing.
I am wearing a Stranglers T-shirt. The Stranglers are my favourite band.
How many times have you seen
I
them?
was just thinking that. More than 10, I bet.
I've seen them over 20 times. And last year I actually seen them on 5 different occasions.
All planned?
3 of them were planned. 2 of them, they just happened to be at festivals that I was going to, so I was lucky enough to catch them that many times. Last time I seen them was in Berlin in December last year.
And what is it you love about the Stranglers? What is it that really does it for you about the Stranglers?
I think initially I got into punk when I was a teenager, so I like the guitar, the bass, but the Stranglers have an added dimension, which is the keyboards. And after punk died, I got into synth music. So I think I kind of got back to the Stranglers because they have a mix of the guitars and the synth. And I just love, it just works well together. And they've made some epic tunes.
And you talk so knowledgeably about music as well, because I think the last time I spoke to you or interviewed you was at the Sound Records.
Yeah, it was.
Talking about vinyl, because you're also someone who's massively into vinyl. So you must have, with your knowledge of music and your love for music, you must have a lot of T-shirts.
I've actually got about 320 T-shirts.
Whoa. Do you know when you don't expect that certain response? How many? Really?
320. There was Adrian actually said, one year when we do the wear your band T-shirt for work day, maybe you could supply a Stranglers T-shirt to everyone. He thought, have you actually got enough? And that got me thinking, maybe I have. So it's a little bit sad, but what I did, a couple of months later, I dug all my T-shirts out and logged them on a spreadsheet.
Oh, my God.
That's how I know how many I have.
That is the best fact I've ever heard. All Stranglers T-shirts?
No, they're not all.
No.
I've got 35 Stranglers T-shirts.
That should do. That's
Out of
one
the
for every day of the month.
320.
You did mention Adrian there, and we should say we were going to be joined by Adrian on the show this afternoon, but he's not very well. He has been in touch, though, Adrian Cowan.
Get better soon, Adrian.
Adrian Cowan, not the weatherman. And Adrian tells us that his favourite band is Crowded House. And he said,
band.
I arrived in Australia on the day of their farewell gig, but due to jet lag, I had to leave before they came on. But he is making up for it by going to see them play in Manchester in July. So I thought we'd just take a little break. And because Adrian isn't well,
Play something for him.
shall we?
Yes.
Yeah, let's